Hello and welcome to the Superscript Comics and Games New Comic Book Minute. We are here actually on Wednesday, August 24th, to tell you about the new books that arrived. Normally we filmed this the day before, but we had some things lost in transit, but they showed up just in time for Wednesday, New Comic Book Day. So this might have to be even less than a minute because we open very soon.
30 seconds.
So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I've got a bunch of comics and a bunch of trades I'm very excited about this week. First off, probably the thing I'm most excited about this week is Minor Threats by Patton Oswalt. There's also a variant with a regular old, you can buy for the normal price variant with Mike Mignola cover. You tell me there's Patton Oswalt, a reference to early DC hardcore, and a Mike Mignola cover, and I am 100...
DC as in not DC Comics. But
no, as in...
They'll figure it out.
I bet there's really good hardcore that comes out of Gotham City, though. I bet it's...
Maybe. No, Batman's probably
shutting down all the basement shows.
Me?
No one is allowed to have basement shows in Gotham.
That's right.
All right. We've got Tom King's Human Target returns, one of the best books that we've all been waiting for to come back. Kevin McGuire, the first trade is out now.
I think so.
Is it?
No,
it's not actually.
No.
Yeah, but
it's great.
Hop on this book. It's outstanding. It's like one of the best looking and best written. It's just a lot of fun. This is not this is a little bit in medias res, but I just want to call this out. Miles Morales, the Solomon run has been really good, and unlike a lot of Marvel books, it's not starting over at issue 1 every 10 seconds. So I think you should probably jump in, whether you like the baggy hoodie costume or not. It's been really, really well written, and the art's really, really good. Damage Control, which is a new Marvel book. When superheroes need help, they call Damage Control. This looks hilarious, from the creators of TV's The Goldbergs.
Hey.
You know, we got this very interesting Usual Suspects homage cover. Yeah, this looks fun. I cannot wait to check it out. Have not watched TV's The Goldbergs, so I may not know what to expect. Genisvel, or Genisvel, I've never been quite sure because I've only ever seen it written down, but the son of the OG Captain Marvel before Danvers adopted the nom de plume, and who's that on the cover? It's Thanos, so this is probably pretty good, or at least interesting. But yeah, Genisvel is an interesting character, and I'm looking forward to picking that up. It's Peter David writing it too. End After End, this book has gotten a ton of hype. I think if you are into books like Saga, or maybe even Aerosmith, this might be the right book for you. It's a fantasy book. Yeah, but we've got issue 1, End After End, worth checking out. And then I got a whole bunch of trades here. I've got Supergirl Woman Tomorrow. This was awesome. This is also by Tom King, same guy who's writing Human Target.
Excellent art.
Yeah, really, really good.
I don't remember who does it, but it's great.
It is Bill Quist Evely. I'm not familiar with the penciler, but watch out for that name that I just butchered. And we've got I Am Batman. That's John Ridley and Oliver Koppel. This has been great. In New York City, Batman. And we've got Step by Bloody Step. This is one of our favorite books that probably came out in the last year. Everybody at the shop really liked it. Spurrier and Bergara. Bergara, I'm pronouncing it right. I can't pronounce. Only artists' names I cannot pronounce.
Only Tom King.
Yeah, Tom King. But speaking of which, Christopher Cantwell regarding the matter of Oswald's body, which is about a heist to steal the body of Lee Harvey Oswald. This is a really, really, really good book. I love Christopher Cantwell. This is the thing that kind of moved him from guy on my radar to I'll read anything he writes now. Wolverine, Black, White, and Blood. That's a new Marvel anthology series starring Wolverine. We've got the second volume of The Eternals, the Kieran Gillen run. This has been outstanding. We got the Ron Mars Silver Surfer Rebirth mini. We've got the second volume of the Alien, the first Alien Marvel project in a long, long time, which also just started over at number 1, but it does somewhat tie into this, and it may also tie into the new Predator book that's coming out. This volume here, though, was the most fun I had with, fun's a weird way to describe it, but this was the best of the Alien stuff that was put out, and it's by Philip Kennedy Johnson. He's been writing Superman. You know Philip Kennedy Johnson. He's outstanding. And then Devil's Reign, finally out in a softcover trade. It's Chip Zdarsky. Whether he's writing Batman or Daredevil, or Elektra as Daredevil, he's doing a fantastic job of it, and we love Chip Zdarsky. All right, so that I used my 15 seconds
All right.
up. Nick, it's your
15
turn.
seconds left. All right, we've got Defenders Beyond #2. This is by Al Ewing with some incredible art by Javier Rodriguez. Really liking issue 1, so if you're looking for a new Defenders story, Defenders Beyond, then check this out. This is #2. We still got issue 1 on the shelf.
80s sci-fi book, like novel cover.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's great. Then we've got a new #1 for Wind, the Throne in the Sky. This is the 3rd installment of Wind. So we've got the first 2 volumes in trade as well. But if you're not familiar with this series, it's a great like young adult appropriate it's interesting fantasy world. Very much its own thing. It doesn't really fit into a lot of fantasy tropes necessarily. It's got its own look and feel to it. So it's a great story, James Tynion. If you're looking for something from him that is not super horrifying and is good for the whole family, then Wind.
Yeah, and that is that Christine hasn't been on here in a while, but that's hands down her favorite book, which usually means that it's everybody else's favorite book.
That's right. Then we've got Batman, White Knight Presents, Red Hood, Book 2. I've got Book 1 on the rack still as well. This is the Gotham where hardcore survives, or something like that. Yeah. I don't know.
But Batman's in prison, right?
Exactly, yeah. So Sean Murphy, all of this has been great. All of Sean Murphy's White Knight series, and this is the latest installment of that. Then we've got Star Wars Hyperspace Stories. This is another young ages appropriate Star Wars story by Amanda Dibert, who I'm not familiar with. But this is a new #1. We got Dark Horse putting this out. So check this out if you're looking for some fun Star Wars action for
Finally
the kids.
back on Dark Horse too. That's very interesting.
Then we've got Olympus Rebirth. This is a one-shot by Becky Cloonan. I know nothing about what this is going to be other than it's the Greek gods. They have returned, it says.
I assume the Amazons are going to be involved in some way.
Probably. So that's the Olympus Rebirth there.
Becky Cloonan's awesome.
Then we got some manga here. We've got Bleach 20th Anniversary. We featured this before, but that sold out really quick, so we have more in stock now. This is a reprinting of the first volume, so if you didn't get to read the original Bleach in trade, here it is. Then we got Bungo Stray Dogs Dead Apple #1, based on the hit anime film, it says on the back. Bungo Stray Dogs, it's a new series in that world. I don't know too much about what this side story is going to be, but
people love Bungo Stray Dogs.
It's a popular one, so hey. Then we got JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 5. So yeah, if you don't know about JoJo's, it's all super bizarre, super weird, crazy art. Yeah, I mean, it's just weird, over the top. I won't even attempt to explain it, other than it's weird and people love it.
We should have Thorn on to do a deep dive
Yeah,
explanation.
yeah, we could. Then let's go with Delicious in Dungeon. We got a world guide here for this series. This is a really fun series with a lot of, I guess it's a fantasy series, but there's a lot of good humor.
I love
it's
stuff
about
like
cooking. Yeah. And this is the little Adventurers Bible/World Guide. So this is cool. You get some insights into the characters in the world, and
got some comics
all
in there
that.
too.
Yeah.
Like, there are stories, but
Yeah.
this is
got things on all the races.
I love this
the
stuff.
foods, the animals. So if you're a fan of the Delicious in Dungeon, check that out. And then finally, the next installment here of the nice hardcover edition of Full Metal Alchemist. These are the Full Metal editions. This is volume 18. So
looks like Full Metal
classic
Alchemist
series.
Attorney at Law.
yeah, well, that's what they become. I mean, that's what they are
There they go.
becoming.
Okay.
I mean, that's what the series is them becoming attorneys.
I'm gonna pretend like I know whether that's a joke. No, I know that's a joke.
Because
I've
Full
watched
Metal, I mean, they call attorneys alchemists in Japan.
Did not know
So-
that. Wow.
And Full Metal is like hard-boiled attorney.
Yeah. That's your
You're a Full Metal alchemist.
Sam McCoy.
Yeah.
So would be the equivalent.
And they're brothers.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yep.
that's the new comics for this week. Let us know what books you're looking forward to. and let us know your favorite tourneys
We should do this at the end of
In
episode
fiction.
where Nick just explains something.
incorrectly.
Potentially.
Yeah.
We'll never know.
Yeah.
But like next week, Nick's going to tell
So-
you all about
many
Daredevil.
people will know that I.
Yeah.
Lots of people
No,
know.
I mean, we
Full
will
Metal
never
Alchemist.
know.
Oh, okay, yeah. Everyone will know about Full Metal Alchemist. Oh well. Okay. We'll see you later.
Let us know what comics you like.